This is the Week 1's recap for the Ravens versus the Chiefs from Fantasy Football Time at Fantasy FB Time on all social media platforms. Okay, last night, what did we learn about the Baltimore Ravens? Lamar Jackson. Love his passion, love his drive, completely versatile guy. Still needs some work. Couple wide open guys. Now again, we make it look easy. Those wide open guys come from Lamar dipping and dodging a whole bunch of people, the 5 Ds of dodgeball. And he tries to hit these open guys in strides and then just misses them. Zay Flowers wide open in the end zone. Zay Flowers again a couple times. And of course, you know, the tough catch for Isiah Likey in the end zone for the game winner or a game tying. That said, Lamar ran 100 yards last night, which makes him a equally great QB and running back in one player. Isiah Likely emerges as the TE1 for last week. He got the most targets and yards for receivers and tight ends combined. We'll see if that trend continues. Andrews, well, someone said that he's on blocking duty tonight or last night, which makes sense because the Chiefs' defense was really strong. So I wouldn't count out Mark Andrews just yet. It's possible they might be easing him back, even though he says it's 100%. We'll see if this is a flash in the pan for Likely. My guess is that Andrews, with such a great relationship with Lamar, is going to have his moments as well. So be patient, Andrews fans, and temper your excitement, Likely fans. Derrick Henry, still formidable, got that first drive, looked pretty good. You know, Derrick Henry, they load up for him, but what I liked about Derrick Henry in the Ravens mix is that they now have to account for Lamar's speediness as well as Derrick. So they have to handle a lot of different targets all at once, similar to how people have to game plan the Chiefs. So when Derrick is on the field, you now have so much more to have to account for. So I think the more they get that offensive line where they need to be, that O-line was a mess, more on that later. Hopefully they can get things sorted out and get Derrick the touches he wants. Oh, yeah, real quick. Hill, that dude can move. He moved wonderful last night. He was very fast. He was dynamic, explosive, certainly on those passing plays. Hill is a great option. Maybe a nice PPR running back for you if you're okay with an RB2. Justin Tucker, still Tucker. And just like Tucker did last year, he was not that strong with 50-foot yarders. Usually we say that he's one of the most automatic people there are. That said, he hit the 2 field goals from near range, hit his extra points, and I'm sure Tucker will do what Tucker needs to do to get that 50-yard leg back in business. Flowers is still their wide receiver 1. Yes, Isiah likely got more targets, but of the receiving core, he is still the number one receiver that Lamar turns to. And if it wasn't for a number of penalties and Lamar, missing him in the wide open, Flowers could have easily had 10, 12 catches and a touchdown or 2 last night. The offensive line, as I mentioned, they need work. We could tell that they are still trying to figure out how to work together, but it's the Ravens. They're going to figure it out. The first 4 weeks are kind of the preseason for them anyway. Certainly they had a huge challenge against Kansas City week 1, but as they settle into things, they will figure this out. Ravens defense looks really good. They bottled up Patrick Mahomes to under 30 points. We know that they created some turnovers. They definitely shut down Travis Kelce, but they're a strong, good defense. So if you have the Baltimore defense, even though you only got maybe 4 points last night, that's against the Chiefs, everybody. So I think there'll be some games where they explode. Just be patient. Kansas City, what did we learn? Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. Looked great, commanded the field. He certainly shows that he can easily be the MVP of 2024. Xavier Worthy, did anyone see him last night? He was so fast you could hardly catch him on the TV screen. His first touch went for a touchdown. I didn't think anybody expected to be able to catch up to that level of quickness. They're certainly going to have to plan for other teams are going to have to plan for that going forward. If you have Xavier Worthy, certainly worth a pickup, but let's temper expectations because the Chiefs, they're going to make a lot of people look good this year. So it was one game. It was a great game. You want to see that out of rookies, but the Chiefs being the Chiefs, I don't think anybody's going to become a single hero, but it's certainly a good start. Pacheco got the volume, got in the end zone. He doesn't quit. A number of times they tried to bring him down and looked like he was down and then just sprung back up, never hitting the ground. So solid RB1 if you have Pacheco, certainly worth playing. Rice is still their wide receiver 1. Lots of volume. I think 7 catches, 110 yards. Almost got into the end zone, but he'll get his touchdowns throughout the year. Kelsey, like Andrews, was on blocking duty most of the day, got a couple catches, but nothing really to brag home about. Such is the way tight ends go, everybody. So we know what Kelsey is capable of, but it's the first few weeks of the season. Please be patient. You got to play him. Keep it up. And the Chiefs D is really good too. They held the Ravens to a very low score for what they're capable of. They were rushing Lamar all night. They were covering the receivers pretty good. Certainly, if you have the Chiefs defense, feel free to play them with confidence. All right, thanks for watching. Anyone like the cute graphic we did there? I put Likely on the line for this AI graphic. Anyway, thank you for watching. Follow and subscribe. We'll see you next week. God bless.